Okay. So in general, what about you are here and you are your family at home?
I have 2 daughters at home, and this is like my job. I mean, I love it. I have fun every time I go up on stage. I get that same shiver up my spine. But I also got to pay my mortgage and stuff. And being a father of 2 kids, I think that it's important that you don't lose sight of that of what you're actually doing. Like, I'm a father, and I'm a musician. That's kind of a weird job for a father to have, especially when I go to school and I meet the other parents, and they're all moms, and I'm the only dad. And because their dads are off, slaving away.
I'd like to add,
but I'm lucky because I don't have to put on that fucking suit at 6:00 in the morning and go to a job and come back miserable and try to squeeze into the treadmill or whatever.
And you can share this experience with your
I can
family.
Some dinner in a fucking half hour with my kids and go back to sleep and repeat.
what Tony needs to do is he needs to come up and live in San Francisco, because this is really funny. That everything you just said, I totally wholeheartedly agree with, of course. And it's funny about the moms, like when you go to do stuff with your kid and like all the other, it's still that way, a lot of times. But this is really funny. The guy who's the headmaster or the principal of my daughter's new school is younger than me, and I went to a fundraiser at the school, because we're trying to kind of kiss ass. So we really want to get into this.
It's in Santa Barbara?
It's in San Francisco. I live in San Francisco. And the headmaster, he comes over and he starts talking to me, and he's just like a kid. I mean, he's younger than me, and he's like, "Hey, man, you're Joey from Lagwagon." And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Man, I love your band." He's like, we just started talking about skateboarding and all this stuff. And then finally I'm all, "So you got a kid in this school?" And he's all, "No, I'm the principal. I'm the headmaster." The fucking headmaster of the school or principal is a huge fan of our bands, and he's a skater. That's what he does in his free time. He skates.
That's great.
Isn't that rad? And it's like a really good school.
So you got into the school?
Not yet. We're hoping. Oh, God, I hope.
You're going to get into the school.
Nobody's perfect.
It's so perfect. And he's like, if we get you into school, will you play play? And I was like, dude, if we get my daughter in the school, I will play right now. Let's go. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So yeah, I'll probably.
If you get my daughter in the school, will you come fucking play a Lagwagon song for me every day in my office?
No, it's not like that. He's really cool, actually, but gonna help.
What if it got all like that?
Well, I think he's gonna think that I can help raise money, and then no one will show up.
You know what you have to do.
Anyway, you got to come to that school.
Okay.
Right? Wouldn't that be rad?
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny.
That would be funny.
Yeah, so.
Okay, sometimes it's okay to have questions that have a relationship with the next one. So question 7, have you heard about you have done the Puza Fest with No Use?
Oh, jeez.
No.
Last year, no?
No.
You're doing it next year.
The Detox Festival.
We're talking about doing it next.
Okay.
Yeah. Detox.
Okay, so the
Lagwagon's done Puza. We did it this year.
So this year they were like a children fest with the guy from...
Twice, or 3 times now.
The guys from Asian Man, he put out
Twice. It's only twice.
something about music for children, like Greg Antonio from Bouncing Souls, Jess from Agolite.
Yeah.
They do songs, punk rock songs, I don't know, songs for kids.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this stuff?
I love it. I was actually going to do an entire children's record by myself, and I was just going to work with my wife and kid and daughter on it. It's something I talked about doing for a really long time, and it never came to fruition. I'm just too busy, but I like the idea because I think you lighten it up a little bit. Punk rock, it kind of lends itself. I mean, it's good music for kids, especially if you just take it back.
But kid music isn't. Kid music the chord progressions are not the same as, and the melodies are not the same as punk rock songs.
See, I don't agree with that. I'll show you an example. Play Itsy Bitsy Spider.
No.
It's fucking so punk. It's like a Dylan song. Well, that's not every punk
Itsy
song.
bitsy spider with a thorny spout. No.
Let me see. Itsy bitsy spider went up the garden trail. There came the rain, watch the spider around.
But it sounds
It's
like
like a Dylan song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. That's a
Right.
punk song, man.
Okay.
It's like a folk song. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But the point is, it could be really fun to do. I think if I did it though, I would write the songs. I did this one song for
Not
my
cover
daughter.
songs.
I did this thing for my daughter's school where people can donate time, work, or money. You know, and if you go to a public school in California, there's a certain amount of stuff expected of you. You know this, right? Like where you
Yeah.
like either have to give money or you have to give your time. And a lot of schools do this thing. They call it co-op. You know, like parenting, co-oping with the. So anyway.
To involve the family into
Yeah, and just to help because
project.
there's no money. Our government sucks ass when it comes to education, so they don't. You know, the schools are poor and there's no arts anymore. It's really
I know, I'm a
sad.
teacher in France.
So you know,
Enfin, in France,
you know.
it's really
But I think
bad,
it's
but-
probably a little better where you live. It's really bad now. There's like literally no music, no art in public school
Ah yes,
anymore.
no, I do music. I do. No, I'm not doing music because I'm not a musician, but I do art. I do cinema. I do something like that.
That's great. Well, in California, we have to raise every single penny to have those things in school. Every penny. So anything like that isn't science, math, history, social studies, whatever. Okay, so that said, so what I did one time was I rented out a studio and I did this thing where I wrote a song called Fire Trucks and Princesses or whatever, and I recorded the song in the studio and actually had Dave Ron and Jesse from Lagwagon come in and play drums, real light, you know, and play bass. And then I brought the kids in and I let the kids do a bunch of the vocals on it and everything and stuff, and we auctioned off this thing and some parent won it and they were able to invite like 10 kids from their class or whatever, and it was super fun and that song came out great. And you know, I mean, we write songs that are very simple, so you know, it's really weird. Like Lifer, that song Lifer used to be called Violet Sleeps, and it was a song that I sang to my daughter when she was like 1 or 2 to get her to go to sleep. You know, just had different lyrics. I think it's a pretty close line, at least with my songwriting. I feel like it's right there.
Now,
Cool.
do you think melodic hardcore at the beginning, like you are doing, like with No Use for a Name and like with Wagon, in the 90s it was very high because
Right.
the were rare. Then in the beginning of the year 2000 it was going down, and now you think it's
I don't know. I mean, it seems like what happened was that some of our bands started touring less, and you know, and now of course we're touring more than ever.
yeah, but you have
but-
been on TV, on German TV, like Hurricane Festival. I see you on the German TV.
Yeah, but they always
Uh,
film for those things. We were always on. You know, that
I-
happened all the time.
Yes, but it's more.
I mean, I think it's.
you
all-
play on German TV also. I saw.
I've seen us on German TV so many times. Like they just film at those festivals. It's like I don't know if it even matters if you're a band with I don't know. I'm just saying. But that I saw that too. It's funny.
Okay.
It's really funny. That Hurricane Festival was like literally a hurricane.
Yeah,
it
I
was
know.
the worst.
I saw
weather.
the TV set.
I can agree with you on that. I think it's true. I think our bands have kind of come. You know, that's this ebb and flow of being in a band. That's how it is. The only thing that's maybe quite a bit different from normal bands that make videos and do radio and all this stuff, I don't think it's quite as erratic. I think bands like ours, we have a pretty smooth, kind of even, you know, it doesn't change that much.
Okay.
Like some years you're playing for a while in smaller venues, but it's not that different. And then you come back up. I don't know. For me, I look at my band and I go, it's been a real...
Okay.
It's really not like this
Not
at
that
all.